up with 4 siblings, so it was kind of crazy around our house. I got into swimming competitively. So my mom put me in swim lessons and then joined the swim team just to help us become better swimmers. That's really when I fell in love with sports and with competition, and it really gave me kind of something outside of school to focus on, and I absolutely loved it. And as a 6th grader, I feel like I really grew during that time. So just got taller, got a little bit leaner, if you will, and I was really complimented on that. That was really the first impression I have that oh, my appearance matters. We had a nutritionist talk at our school, and he was kind of if you have too many calories, you're gonna gain weight. If you don't have calories, you're gonna lose weight. But he framed it in a way that too much was terrible. And so me being a competitive 6th, 7th grader was okay, if too much is bad, then we're gonna see how little we can eat. And I remember every day I would try and eat less and less. That led to, honestly, a kind of a mental spiral. 500 calories a day and throwing away my lunches. And then pretty soon just honestly couldn't think clearly. And I got to a really low point really fast. At my lowest, I was around 72 pounds and I was 5'3". I do remember sitting in the doctor's office and the doctor being if your weight changes negatively at all, we're gonna have to hospitalize you. When you do get to that point, the doctors get concerned just on heart failure. And yeah, it was kind of scary. Eating disorders are so tricky because I think they're really hard to understand, even for the people that are going through them. And I think there really was that, imbalance in my brain. And from the outside looking in, it's why don't you just eat more? It seems so simple. During that time of loneliness, I think a lot of people didn't really know how to even go about interacting with me because I looked so sick. So I was going to a lot of therapy appointments and not really around many other kids and not really enjoying that play that the 6th, 7th grade girl should be able to do. And I was also pulled out of sports and everything that I loved. That was a really just hard, lonely time. One really special place to me and my whole family is our cabin on Lake Wenatchee. And we went up there for the day, and our friends, the Pattons, have a cabin up there as well. And so Kaya was gonna be up there, and her parents had told her, hey, your friend Abby's coming up, and she is going through some hard stuff right now, and she looks really sick. But we're just gonna love on her, we're gonna be there for her, and she's still your friend. Kaya just made me feel so loved, and she made me have this moment of forgetting I'm not my disorder, I am Abby, and she loved me for Abby and not for what I was going through. We just played in the lake all day and jumped off the dock, and it was just this glimpse of hope of getting through it. And I think that's really what I needed from a friend, is just to kind of see past my struggles and see me for who I am. Yeah, I remembered family being there for me, friends like Kaya being there for me, and then finding a therapist that I connected with. The one thing all those things have in common, it just is human connection and people believing in me and people believing that I would get through it. I had a massage therapist that gave me a book, and I feel it changed my whole mindset, and I learned just what a powerful tool food can be and how important it is to fuel our bodies properly. And so that really inspired me to start my journey as a nutritionist. Hey Rachel, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm good. How have your energy levels been feeling? At the end of the day, I think what matters most is the impact you make on other people's lives, how you love other people around you. And that's what everyone is gonna remember you for. And you could be like my friend Kaya, who gave me that one day of fresh air.